If you had a home that was listed for sale and didn't sell in the Wendell area, first thing I want you to do is take a deep breath. It does not mean that your house is bad or that the market is horrible or that you have to jump right into slashing a price or that you just can't sell it. There are lots of reasons that this could happen. It just means that something was off. In the current Wake and Johnston County area markets, homes that don't sell usually are going to fall into one of five categories. The first category is that pricing was aspirational and not strategic. That could mean that the market has shifted, interest rates changed, buyer psychology has changed. It could mean that if your pricing was based on peak 2021 numbers or what people in your neighborhood want to get for their house, or it could just mean that you priced it based on what you need to net out of the property instead of pricing for what current buyer behavior and absorption rates are showing us. Then you start behind. That's where many agents don't explain to you as the seller that when a home sits, buyers assume that something is wrong with it. Time on market becomes a very big flashing red signal. The second category is that preparation was skipped. Decluttering is not staging, and cleaning is not preparation. What we want to look at is, did the home have fresh paint where it was needed? Did you address any deferred maintenance items before having photos taken and putting it on the market? Did you look at the lighting in the property to see if we need to improve that anywhere? Do we need to remove any bulky furniture to make rooms look a little bigger or more open? And did we enhance that curb appeal? In today's online first world, buyers are going to scroll past 80% of the homes within just seconds. If the photos didn't immediately compete, then the showings are never going to happen. The third category is having weak digital marketing. Let's be honest, putting a home in the MLS and auto-feeding it to some of the third-party sites like Zillow, Redfin, Homes.com, that is not marketing. Real marketing is going to include things like doing intent-based Google ads, having exposure on YouTube, which is a searchable platform, retargeting campaigns to people who have already reached out to a firm in the past about purchasing. We're going to go back out and look at those again. Is there some community group visibility? Is there some database marketing that we can do? And that could be me reaching out to other agents that I know that have clients in that area or other clients that I may have. Strategic open house planning is very important. You can't just pop a sign up and sit in the house. Local sphere activation, getting people that I know to know that we have a house for sale so they can tell their friends. If none of that's happening, then your exposure was extremely limited. The next thing we want to look at for categories here is looking at the feedback and analyzing that. Were showings tracked carefully? Was the feedback analyzed objectively to see if any changes could be made that would help? Did anyone call the buyer's agent for deeper insight? Or did the house just sit with weekly no updates? The hard conversations can't be avoided, and that's the fifth category. This one is probably one that I see the most. The hard conversations need to happen, and it really does matter. So, did your agent have honest pricing on the property? Did they have conversations with you about why they picked numbers they did and why you need to be positioned in the place that you are? Did they suggest some adjustments early on based on that feedback, based on market condition changes? Those suggestions should be coming to you in a timely fashion. Did they push you to make any improvements? A lot of agents won't even ask. It's not always possible to get them done, but we should at least try. Did they protect the relationship by staying quiet? Are you working with someone that you're friendly with, that you have some type of a relationship with outside of the transaction that's preventing you from speaking honestly? The wrong listing strategy is often rooted in fear and discomfort. So, we do things a little bit differently. When I take on an expired listing in the Wendell, Clayton, Knightdale, or anywhere in the Raleigh area, there's a couple things that we're going to do. We're going to do a complete reset. We're going to reevaluate pricing using some current absorption rates and showing data that we have access to, so that we make sure that we're getting in front of the right people at the right time. We're going to create a preparation checklist for you with ROI as the priority. So if we're not just going to give you a list of things, there are going to be things that are actually going to give you a return. We're going to upgrade your photography and digital positioning. Professional photography is an absolute must. Everyone's looking online first, so we have to make sure that that is a priority. We're going to launch with an actual campaign and not just relist your property with new photos and a new sign in the yard. We're going to make sure that we set communication expectations and that we're in touch with you weekly with some type of an update on what's been happening in the background so that you know what marketing we're doing, and also how that is being accepted by the community. And most importantly, we are going to agree up front, before we sign anything, that we are going to communicate with truth over comfort. If you want a diagnostic on why your home didn't sell, I'm happy to walk through it with you privately. Reach out 919-330-6833.